Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, May 13th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I listen to nature and let it remind me of my true nature. So today we have a big astro day because we have a big planet shifting signs. We have Jupiter moving out of the sign of Aquarius into Pisces. Now this is temporary. Jupiter will be coming back into Aquarius the end of July, July 28th. It's only getting to 2 degrees Pisces, and yet this short little exploration into Pisces is definitely feeling very profound. Now, chances are, even though Jupiter is a very big planet, unless you are an Aquarius, a Pisces, or a Sagittarius, or have very strong Jupiter energy in your chart, you probably won't necessarily feel this shift. And yet, like I said, there's profound lessons in it. I actually want to start with a song that I was listening to right before it. I love to put my Pandora radio on thumbprint radio, so it just plays. I listen to so many random different kinds of music, so it just plays a random assortment. It played the song Exploration, which samples a lot of different songs, but there were a few points in the song where it's like, oh, this is a message. One of the messages in it was, we must make our own way through life. And I was like, oh, this feels like Jupiter in Pisces. We must make our own way through life. It's not to say that we can't or should not be influenced by others and other things. Absolutely. Influence happens. It's wonderful. It can be wonderful. But it also, one of the things we need to be very aware of with Pisces energy is Pisces moves with the tides. It's a water sign. It goes with the flow. Now, going with the flow can be wonderful if you are going with your flow. If you're on your soul spirit flow path, that is wonderful. However, it's like a riptide, right? Now, this is where it gets so like, whoa! Okay, so I guess the name of the album that the song was on, because I was trying to look up the lyrics so I could get it right, which I didn't find, but I guess like it's on an album or something called it's the Kaminsky Experience. So I don't know where this came from, but the power of suggestion. And I was like, bam, there this is. So so many layers to this. Jupiter is a benevolent, good planet. It is a planet of good luck, good energy, good things, grace. Jupiter is a teacher. Jupiter wants us to learn and to know. And Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So whatever Jupiter touches will expand. Now, just like good or bad, I don't know, in the planets, right? We have Pisces energy, and Pisces at its best is so spiritually connected, so intuitive, so in its own flow. And yet that riptide, or the power of suggestion, can come in and rip Pisces out of soul flow, out of spirit flow, out of soul path flow, and into the power of suggestion, into another agenda. One of the things I say with Pisces energy is use your illusion. Now, this to me means like tune into your magic, tune into your daydream, tune into your desires. Use this to help support your life. And yet, as well as our daydream and that magic being expanded with Jupiter, this planet of expansion in the sign of Pisces, we will have the power of illusion, the power of suggestion from outside of ourselves also expanded in this energy. And so we have to be very aware of this energy. In all things, you must make your own way through life. I keep hearing that line in the song. It's Exploration, which also connects to Jupiter. The Kaminsky Experience, I don't know. Anyway, if you want to go listen to it, this feels like such an important message because while we can use our illusion, like I said, we have to be very aware and regularly check, I would say, what blinders we are putting on ourselves in and through this energy. Like it's major, it's huge. And Jupiter's a teacher. And the teaching tools of the universe are like, ooh, here's a good experience. I can use this to teach you. And like, ooh, here's a challenging experience. I can use this to teach you. So for Jupiter, it's like, it's all good, right? But we have to be very aware. Now, somewhere that I've been seeing this very profoundly, if you've been, tuning into social media or the news, the issues between Palestine and Israel have been spiking up again. And it's very interesting to me because I know people who are on both sides of this experience. And to be fair, I don't want to get hate from this because I don't know, and I'm willing to say I don't know. I don't know what the best path is. However, I'm seeing on social media, I'm seeing people from both sides of the experience being unfollowed and canceled and all that for having an opinion based on their true real life. Somebody who is Palestinian, somebody who, lived in Israel or is Israeli. Like it's so much. This is a very old, deep, I don't know, is it political? I think it's beyond that. Deep wound of this world that is coming up for healing. And yet people on both sides are being very swayed by the suggestion, by people with stronger influence or stronger verbiage or wording in regards to this. Now, this is so interesting too. Pisces can represent media. And so we need to just be really careful. I mean, ultimately, in this, I don't feel educated enough to say yes to this, no to that. Ultimately, my prayer is for peace in regards to this. And maybe that's not good enough. I don't know. But that is my prayer. That is the space that I'm holding in this energy. Again, I've heard a lot from both sides, but to me, innocent people are dying. And this is a call for peace. This is a call to work together, I would hope, if that's possible. Anyway, but be aware of this energy, because my feeling is that with Jupiter and Pisces, more situations like this are going to come up. And we need to be very aware of the power of suggestion, the power of others using their illusion, and whether it really fits in some of the other astro energies to our truer values. My truer value in this is peace, is everybody to find their place in the world, their happiness, and not engage in these very strong currents if they don't have to, right? So be very aware of your values, of your worth. What is your lesson in this? Again, Jupiter is the teacher. What is your lesson in this energy? And aware of how easy these rip currents that come in can take you away from your values. Now, let's also be fair. Jupiter in Pisces, more than any sign, will remind us that we only have a very tiny piece of the picture in regards to anything, right? Pisces reminds us there is this deeper spiritual plan, there is deeper esoteric energy that is guiding us. And so we have to, I feel, with Jupiter and Pisces, remain open to that as well. And so again, this can work for us as we're sitting around, working on creating a beautiful future, right? We can use this energy. We can use this illusion. This can serve us. But again, It can pull us under. So we just want to be very, very, very aware of this energy. That being said, I do think that this will also be a wake-up call for many people, or more people, I don't know, waking up to deeper spiritual energy within themselves, within others, the deeper spiritual currents. Again, Jupiter is an amazing teacher. Take the good, take the challenge. I only want to say the good, but take the seemingly positive, take the challenge, turn it into a lesson. So Jupiter, we have working with us. Like I said, it's only moving to 2 degrees, and then it's backing out, and like, okay, let's come back to Aquarius. Like you learn these things, now let's regulate this, vibration. Very, very powerful. That being said, oh, geez, I didn't even look at my cards yet. Yeah, no, I did actually look at them. The conditioning card. We can be so easily conditioned to believe a larger narrative, a larger illusionary narrative that serve powers that be, that serve the authority. So be very aware of that. What is your heart saying? Again, my heart thumps for peace, right? My heart beats for peace. My heart beats for love. How can I bring that? This courage energy, the power of love, the bravery of love in this. The compromise card. maybe this is real. How can we learn to work together? We are living on this planet together. How can we become neighbors? How can we work together? And again, this goes on so many layers, like what is the very, real conflict that you're dealing with in your personal life that can be feeding these larger energies, and where I always use this as the don't compromise card. This doesn't mean compromise your values or compromise what's important to you, but it is, where can you work together with other inhabitants, other beings on this planet? Powerful, powerful energy. And with this, we create something new. We start a new journey. However, it may be off to a little bit of a rocky start, right? This moment-to-moment card in the beginning. So we're creating something new. This is really, really powerful. Take it easy. It's going to take a little time. This is very old, this conflict, right? Besides this, we have the moon in Gemini. The moon in Gemini wants to stay informed. Gemini is interesting. It can really chameleon. And I understand this being Gemini rising. Like, I do feel myself like, oh, I see this perspective. I see this point. Oh, I see this perspective. I see this point. We have to find our balance. Inform yourself, but realize, again, forgetting about this much of the information, and the story is, like, compared to this, like, this thick. So, you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Eclipse readings, $44. I will be starting those next week, and I will get as many done as I can. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.